Hi. Wagwan, wagwan. Hello, hello. No, sir. We come for chit chat. We come for chat to people in business. Wagwan. Hey, Pat and Joe. What's up? I live and let live. Hey, Rochelle. What a drama. Hmm? What a drama on social media. Hi, Stacy. What's up? What a drama on social media, my love. Like a uptown mix up. Hey, Foxyann. What's up? Yes. Me did that over by Planka Bars. I listen a little bit and me come off cause me said sure. You know when you're tired for hear the same thing them over and over again. Yeah. Tired for hear the same thing them. Me just want to see new things right here now. You understand? And honestly, the whole story with all the haters and all the this and all of that is boring to me because these people will never stop calling the woman name and them now go stop and she just need for us hold her head straight and do her thing and not even talk about them or refer to them because to me it's so played out. This is now 2025. We're coming to the end of 2025 and it's about time that we focus on new things. My God, it is just so exhausting. So exhausting. I could not care less about cake war, what go on with cake, who try fight down who for cake, a foolishness, the whole light of foolishness, and I don't give one flying frig about it. Christmas is coming. And it is time for us to put ourselves in merry spirits. Some of us not even gonna have little Christmas, you know. Some of us are gonna struggle to have little Christmas. But we still have to try and make the best and make two things come together to make sense for the Christmas period. You understand? If you not have wealth, then you have health. If you not have health, I hope you have wealth. If you have both, then you're blessed. You understand? Yeah. You have to speak spoke if you're uptown drama. Love, I am not speaking spoken. Well, I might do occasionally because this is an Upper St. Andrew situation. Okay? This is Upper St. Andrew situation, my loves. Drezel and Chad, I am now invested. Yes, before I was not invested. Now I am invested. Hey, Don. I am invested in this Upper St. Andrew situation. Okay? You're present for class. Big up yourself. Look, I have been listening to the whole thing and I've been watching what's going on. But I said, let's go through the recent video that Drezel did. Come on, put him a little 2 cent, a little 3 cent. And then we're going to look at Chad interview him a couple days ago. And this is why Pretty Dan did a about Chad, you know. Pretty Dan about Chad to sickness people. I don't know if you now follow the story, but we're talking about, you know, these influencer type girls. Influencer type girl meets Upper St. Andrew, brown boy, yeah, and decide to have a relationship. Upper St. Andrew's family is not comfortable with the fact that he's picked up a hot chick from Instagram as his girlfriend. In other words, parents do not approve, okay? They see her as a thirst trap and think that she's only there for the money, trying to get her claws into their son's pockets, right? But okay, that is typical. That is very, very typical of Upper St. Andrew families. They are very, very classist, very snobbish. And if, you know, if something's coming into their family that's going to tarnish their name, they're going to act out. So, anyway, this is not about whether or not I'm on Chad's side or Drezel's side. Because both of them, they got their pros and they got their cons. But it's important that we listen to the story, which is true, right? I'm telling you. But listen, guys, the whole thing is that Chad said him break up with Drezel because him said Drezel sell pum pum. Drezel sell pum pum and lied. And he discovered this by going into Madame's DMs, right? And that's what led to the breakdown in their relationship. But Drezel is basically saying that he was controlling, he was abusive, and so on. And she's right. You know, his reaction to her was not very good. So we're gonna go into the liquor story. It's sweet. We're gonna go into the liquor story. And trust me, when I tell you, say, the whole time I listen to the interview, me and they would laugh. We're gonna start with Drezel one, because she bust the internet first with Fear Side, right? She bust the internet first with Fear Side. And it is important that we hear from her perspective. I'm not gonna listen to every single bit, make a jump sometime. But make we go and listen to this. She's been accused by the young man of stealing a chain. A very expensive chain. I think the chain cost must about 1 million. 1 million Jamaican dollars. And he says that Drezel thieved the chain. Drezel is saying she never thieved the chain. You understand? Drezel has more receipts than Spice. I'm telling you, Rochelle, trust me, she have more receipts than Spice. But, listen, hold on. Turn up this.
Those allegations are false. I have never borrowed his chain, took his chain, or stole his chain. And his chain is not in my possession in any way, shape, or form, and has never been in my possession. We had a house together that he had.
Now, first of all, when she said the chain was not in her position, I said to myself, what kind of misspeaking is this for Upper St. Andrew Bangarang? You have to know the difference between possession and position, my darling. You can't be saying position. The chain was never in your position. It's possession. Anyway, carry on.
The chain at, and I moved out of the house. When I moved out, I brought police to the house
Garcia,
to
I'm
help
telling
me in the
you.
process of moving, and they were there in the presence the entire time, and I did not take his chain. Right? When I went to the house on that very day, I went with two police officers, and his mother and his father was already at the house. This is a necklace or a chain that was gifted to him by his mother.
Uh-huh.
And the chain also came with a bracelet.
Yes.
I remember specifically one time he did put the bracelet on my hand, and I gave it back to him. He put the bracelet in his pocket, washed it at his mother's house in a pants, and the bracelet was left in his mother's washing machine. I can remember one time we were in the car speaking, and his phone rang. When his phone rang, his father had called him, and you know when somebody call you and the phone speaker loud enough for you to hear, but
Boy, our grammar really bad, you know. Listen to all of this mismatching of the flipping verbs and the tenses. The phone rang. The phone rang, lady.
it's
No,
not on the
sir.
speaker. I could hear the conversation. I heard when his father was telling him to bring back the necklace and the chain that he had taken from his mom. And
Thank you,
I heard when my
Garcia.
name was mentioned. The father mentioned that he saw me wearing the bracelet once when I came by their house, which was true. Cool. When he came off of the phone, I asked him, what was your father, what was your father talking about? Who was that? He said it was his father, but it was nothing serious. So I said, okay, but I heard my name. He said, yeah, he mentioned your name because it was the bracelet. He was saying that, he saw you in the bracelet. And it was something that his ex had done before as well. And I was like,
His
all right,
what?
but
I know she did not just say his hex. Did she say his hex? His hex. She remind me of such woman. You know, when such woman I try speak spoken and I try twang. When she twang and she depend, oh, this is so like instead of saying he is so handsome, he's so handsome. Did she say hex? No, sir.
why
She so
mention
say
my name?
heg.
He said his father told him to bring back the bracelet and the chain. But the bracelet is already at the house because his housekeeper had called him to
Hey,
tell him that when
Rosemary.
they washed the clothes, she had found the bracelet in the washing machine and she gave it to his mother. So his mother had the bracelet. So I said to him, why would your mother then and your father then call you to ask for a bracelet that they already have? Mind you, them.
Well, and so she put up one text message, yes, to people. It says, so Chad's mom, I don't know if it's Chad's mom texting her. Good evening. I am texting you because Chad has blocked me and refused to answer my texts and calls because of you. I'm asking you to ensure that his bills are paid. his car loan is now in arrears of 2 months. Eh? And his father is quite upset about the bracelet that he bought for my birthday. It is sentimental attached and should be returned. Thank you. So Walande, why is this mother writing to Drizel to ask her to pay Chad's bills? And the car loan, is it that he bought a car and gave the car to her to drive or what, and then she's supposed to carry and pay for the car loan? Me not understand. That part that confused me. It confused me.
Have the bracelet not in possession already, and them still call for asking. His mother even went to extent to send me a text message telling me to return her bracelet that she had already had. He said to me that his mother is a little bit crazy, and that's exactly how they are, and which is why he does not deal with them most time. And I have text messages to prove that he said this. So how am I the one that's told
yes. Go back. I want to see the text message.
That's exactly how they are, and which is why he does not deal with them most
time. Pause. Right, let's take a look at these text messages, because Madam I fling up here evidence, people. Right, she fling up here evidence. And in case you guys want to know where I'm taking this from, it is on her YouTube channel, Drezel Simmons, okay? And it's called My Truth, Surviving a Narcissist. Okay, all right, so let's read it. The evil homewrecker, as your mom called me. Then it's got 2 replies underneath. Kiss petite, that's not true though, babe. You know that's not true. I'm done with my parents certain way. Won't trust them certain way after that night, especially when she's going through her menopause. Won't do it. My sincere apologies again. You're nothing she said, okay? You're a great mom and a good partner. If you weren't, I wouldn't be here. And you mean the world to me, Drezel. You know this. So that's from Chad. And then now, Chada tell her say, no, my mama, that bitch is just wicked. Then she said, yeah, but you flipped everything on me that night. Shake my head. So I'm madam I call wicked, but what a something. Anyway.
And I have text messages to prove that he said this. So how am I the one that stole your chain when I was not in the house with you at the time that your chain went missing? Your parents were there, 1. And then 2, I came with police who also told you that I did not touch your chain.
So, I'm not gonna play that because it sounds terrible. She basically played a recording with the police. And the police has said that she not have it.
Incident prior, which he went to the station and made a report. When he made a report, I went to the station and, a lot of things unfold. He made a report that I assaulted him or abused him or whatever of the sort. Right? He said that I bit him and I pulled a knife on him.
Rotted.
Okay. I did bite him.
Rotted.
That's the truth. But why did I bite you?
So why you not admit to the other part? The man say you bite him and you pull a knife on him. So why you admit to the biting but you not admit to the pulling of the knife pan the youth? But you is a ghetto gangster. And that you a do? You bite the man and you pull knife? No, sir. But you come for draw blood. You come for take life. A 3 pint you come for take. That sound a waste still. So he went to the police station and he reported that you assaulted him. That's what I'm gathering from this.
Oh, we were in the house and I was on my phone speaking to my accountant and my lawyer. We were talking about a video that I was supposed to do as a promotional guide for them. I don't know how insecurities kicked in, and he felt as if I was on the phone with somebody else. Which Tina. I heard the conversation, but I went into the room, closed the door because my daughter was making out a noise, and I was on the phone.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna put up our picture.
That erupted in an argument, and from there, a lot of things unfold. The night of the incident, this is where I learned exactly who he was. This
That
is where
is
I felt
her.
like he showed me his true colors. I was on the phone trying to talk and I could not get a chance to speak because of how
See
disruptive he
that.
was, how much he was shouting at me, telling me that I don't even know how to explain it. However, I was so upset I came off the phone and I went
Mm-hmm.
into my daughter's room and I was putting her to bed. I decided to text him
Yep.
and I was like, all right, I don't think this relationship is going to work out. I think, I'm done.
Let me tell you something though. Let me tell you something. Drezel not hide who she is, you know. May I forgot let me just beat the devil and give the devil its due. Giselle does not hide who she is. When you look on Giselle's Instagram, appear this you see. Flesh ashore, body out her door, one heap of different hairstyle, makeup and fleek, blah blah blah. This is who Giselle is. Chad cannot pick up one of them kind of girl I expect that she is going to behave like wifey. You understand? And this is always the concern that I have when I see young men pick up these kind of girls and then them complain to them too out there. The girl is outside. It is obvious. When you go on her Instagram, bat you out a door, titty out a door, you see her in all kind of bad suits. She's about the hype life, the glamour, the glitz, everything. As she that. And if it's not Insta worthy, she ain't doing it. So this kind of lifestyle, it demands money. It demands spoiling, right? And when a man pick up them kind of girl, and them for know what it is that they have chosen, that they have selected as a life partner or a partner or a girlfriend. You understand? Okay. Anyway, that's why I say it's not 100% to do with Chad, as though Chad innocent, and it's not 100% to do with Drizel. The two of them at fault, and the two of them have them grown where them can stand on. But me as an outsider looking on, when I see a girl like this, and my son I say this same girl, me I go panic. You understand? Because all of that on display, it is likely that man in the DMs. It is likely. Anyway, and this is a team picture when me choose people because me know why YouTube give me the problem.
And that made him really angry. He was so upset to the point where he came to the door, he started to shout, he started saying that I can't leave him, he hid my car keys, he hid the grill keys. He decided that I could not leave the house and I could not leave him. That erupted a lot of emotions. I started to explain to him that recently I found out that the devil was using somebody around me to try to get through to me, and I really think this person is him. And he went off on me saying that I'm saying he's the devil, and a lot of stuff just happened in that one night. While I was putting my daughter to sleep, we were texting, and I was saying, remove from the door, you're shouting, and I can attach footage in this video to show the text message, what happened, and all of that. But he came back to the door, he started to shout, he said he was going to kill me, and police have come to take up my body, and he started to call me all different kind of names, how much I'm a BITCH.
What?
He dragged me. He said the worst stuff, and I was just there, putting my daughter to sleep until I couldn't take it anymore.
No, Chad. You see, this is the thing, You see them uptown boy, yeah? Let me tell you about them, right? Let me tell you about uptown boy because me been there, done that, and me telling you already. So you see, uptown boys, I've got no interest in them. I got no interest in them. This is the kind of thing. They present on the outside this image of perfection as though they are full of class and there's certain things that they will never do. But you see, behind closed doors, them are the dirtiest. Them are the worst. Them abusive. Them disgusting. They're cheats. I could go on and on and on and on and on. Right? They'll never present that to the public. But behind closed doors, them are some disgusting set of man. You understand? Give me a man where raw in a daylight and nighttime. Not one that presents to the world as though they're decent people and then in a closed doors, them are some dog shit. You see this Chad? Yeah? This Chad, for him to be doing that in front of the little girl that's there, is disgusting. Him cannot call the girl names and I go on with himself. And you're gonna hear what I mean because when we listen to his interview, you're gonna hear him speaking as though he's full of all these morals and standards. Him now go account for this part.
I came out of the room asking for my car keys and the grill keys. He refused to give me them, and we were face to face. He was still arguing with me until him chopped me. So I had to chuck him back. Him chuck him back, and we started to fight. I had a friend on the phone that he had called to squash the situation. He was talking to her when I came out of the room, and while I was speaking to her, she was like, Drezel, take up the Bible, read a Bible verse, pray, because the devil in the house, and while I was on the phone with her, I took up the Bible and started to read. The more I read the Bible, is the more he started to shout. He started to get angry to the point where he said he has videos and photos of me that he's going to release on the internet. So I started to say, no, give me a phone, delete them, delete the videos, delete the stuff. He's saying like, no, I'm not deleting them, da 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 da. And I'm like, where you get these videos from, whatever. He said he took them from my phone and my tablet. And we're there arguing over the videos and the things that he should have deleted, and it got physical. He grabbed me around.
You see all your face now? You hear Drezel, she is not saying that she never had those videos. She is not saying that the videos were, she never said the video them splice. She never said a AI video. She never said none of that. She's saying all she's defending is that he wants to put these videos out and he should not have them. And how did he get them? Drezel, you is a sneaky little ras. You. Because the man find video of you in your phone, in your tablet. And Seb, guys, this is not pretty videos of her sitting by the beach and looking all nice and demure. Say some skin out video, as some naked video, as some dirty video in my talk. Because otherwise there'd be no threat there to put them out. You understand me? So for her to be there talking about, oh, he shouldn't have had those videos. And those videos should have been put away. And she should delete those videos. Drezel, well I know say. She a be a little hoe under the quiet and him go discover it. Right? Okay. That's obvious.
My neck and I beat him. I bite him on his hand because what else to do if you're going to assault me? I'm
exactly,
going to
the Christmas Agasia. Ho.
I'm not gonna make no man put them on for me and it just slide like that. If me go down, me go down fighting.
Okay.
So I tried to get the phone from him. I bit him on his hand. He ran to the kitchen. He took up a knife and the knife dropped from him and it scraped me on my foot. And I took up that same knife and tried to cut the pocket.
No daily musings.
Anyways, he started to tell lies on me that I wanted to kill him. I tried to kill him. None of that is true. And
pause. If you go for a dude with a weapon, a knife, you try to kill him. You try to kill him. But what I find strange is that how he managed to reach. If you saying that him chuck you first, and then you chuck him back, and then the two want to start a fight, you bite him, and then you go for knife. So you get a time for walk away from him for go for your knife, or you did come strap, my girl. Me just try to understand how that work out. That you end up with a weapon ready for take a 3 point. Because you can't tell a man that you coming at him violently with a knife and you not intended to kill him. So he was not wrong.
Nothing. He appeared as if he did nothing. He did not put his hand on me first. He acted as if he did nothing. He was just in the house calm and I was there erupting. I was there getting angry. And none of that is true. Anyways, I went back into my daughter's room after that and didn't realize that he had left the house until my friend called me and she's like, where's Chad? And I said, I think he's in the living room. And she said, no, him left the house. Then I went, looked on my phone. At the time, he had sent me his location prior, like months before, and I still had it. So I looked on his phone and I saw that he was at the police station. And I said to her, oh, I think he's at the station because it's the location is picking him up at the police station. And she said,
you basically stalked him. You wanted to find out what he was gonna do because you was nervous after you draw a knife and bite the youth. You were nervous. So you want to look and find out when gone and all of that. And you're nervous why you do that,
Alright, no problem. She'll call him.
Hey,
so she called him. I'm not sure what transpired, but Then she said to me that she hung up. She spoke to him. Shortly after, I saw that he was heading back to the house. When he came back with police. The police said that he came to the station to say that I beat him and, I should come to the station. I didn't put up any resistance. I went. So I went to the station and let them know that that is not true. I was defending myself and I told them exactly what he did. However, if people don't know, today I'm going to educate you. A police report is something that anybody can do. Anybody can get up and walk to the station, give a report, whether or not it is true, false, or have any credibility to it. Anybody can tell a lie on you by doing a police report. Once they go to the police station and report something, they are supposed to give you a receipt. They have to. But that doesn't mean it is true. So he went to the station, he made a report that I just attack him, bite him, and I almost attempted to kill him, which is not true. And, that's where everything started. I was never charged. I never had a case against me. There was nothing against me other than him making a report. It supposedly supposed to go to court or whatever, and that was squashed. And that is...
She not talk straight, That girl not talk straight. That was squashed by whom? If he made the report, Drezel, then he would be the one to have to pull the charges back. So him decide not to press charges is what you ought to be saying. But you're not give no credit for that. You just say, oh, well, that just squash. Him squash it. Him squash it, or you probably beg him for squash it. You understand?
That same night when we went to the station, they needed my physical ID. At the time, I did not have my driver's license on me, and I had my passport at home. So I told them that, my passport's at home. I could grab the passport, and they were saying for the ease of the night, both parties should not stay in the same house. Obviously. He said he didn't have anywhere to go. I had somewhere else I could go. So I told them I can leave. I have somewhere I can go, so I can leave. They escorted me back to the house to get my passport. I was in the presence of 2 police officers, a female and a male. We went to the house. We collected my stuff. I was supposed to collect my passport, which is the ID, and closed for the night because I lived at the house. Mind you, this is a house that I leased.
You didn't know.
Both our names are on lease. So, anywho,
hear what she said, people. Tell me if I'm a fool. She said this was a house that I leased. Then she went, both of our names was on the lease. So this is a house that both of you leased, Drezel. It's not just you lease it, and the 2 are only lease the house. The house, meaning that both of you have legal right to occupy the property. Boy.
Went to the house with the police officers, went into the room. I had a chest drawer in there and a dresser. He said his chain was on the dresser. I went to the chest drawer, went in there, looked for my passport. I realized my pouch with my passports were not there, and I took my clothes and stuff and I came out. I recorded the entire night because I realized the type of person he was when he was at the station. At the station, he told so many lies on me. I started to record. When I realized he was just going off, he was lying, and I could not believe that this is somebody that I was sleeping with. I was living with at the time for only 3 weeks, as a matter of fact. I was so shocked, I decided I'm going to record. I made video footage and I made recordings while he was speaking, which he has no knowledge of. So in these recordings, I'm going to insert them here and there in the video. You guys can hear exactly what transpired. When I was recording him, when I went back to the house, I was also recording. I was there with the police officers. You would hear when I told them that I can't find my passport. One of them would have asked him for the passport. Our officer stayed with me the entire time. I did not at any point in time trouble a chain or take up anything in the sort of a chain.
She talked like a little girly. I did not trouble a chain. I did not steal a chain. I did not, take the chain away. I did not abscond with a chain. I never touched his I never trouble a chain.
I left with the officers and I went back to the police station.
Them kind of girl.
While we were at the station, an officer had called him to, ask him if he had seen my passport, if he had touched my passport or removed it in any sort of way. And that's when he said to the officer that, oh no, he didn't trouble my passport, but I stole his chain. Shortly after, he came back to the station. He requested that they search my personal handbag that I had on me at the time. And he accused me of stealing his chain in the presence of the police officer. The officer told him that I did not took up a chain. They were there with me the entire time. They
Oh
did
my
not see me
God, I
take
did
a
not
chain.
took up
They
a
did not leave
chain.
my side, and the only they did I reiterate the things that I took up.
No, ma have to ask. Ma have to ask you girls that are on Instagram that look like this. Why una invest so much in how una look and how una put yourself together, but una cannot invest in some English classes? I'm just asking. Because me, I listen to Drezel, my head a hurt me. I'm just like, why una over invest in the superficial and the physical and stuff? And then when it comes to representing yourself, una sound like una just back at the class all the time.
They did, however, took my bag from me and searched my handbag as he requested. There was no chain in my handbag.
Fully
He then
Garcia.
asked them to search my personal car and my duffel bag that I had at the time. But they then told him that because of the boisterous behavior that he was displaying at the police station and how disrespectful he was to the officers, they would not search any more of my property because they did not see me take a chain and I was there with them the entire time. So that situation was squashed. Mind you, this situation happened in August, the 30th of August, rolling over into the 1st of September.
Okay.
If you thought I had took your chain and we maintained a cordial relationship up until 2 weeks ago, why wouldn't you come on the internet from that time to say that I stole your chain? Why would you wait until now in December when I cut all contact with you to say that I steal your chain? In my gentle opinion, it is literally just to harm my reputation. You're hurt for whatever reason and you decide that you have to damage my brand, which these are words that you said from your own mouth. You will not stop until you bring me down.
But Giselle, according to TikTok, you have a reputation for take things from your ex.
Grand Mafia, the most immersive.
You have a reputation for take things from your ex and pass it on to your next man. Hear what the reporter for say.
History of taking things from her ex-boyfriend and giving it to the current guy that she's dealing with. However, there's no proof that she took Chad Walker's necklace and give it to a current man or whosoever she's dating. There isn't even any proof that she's dating someone new. That rumor has been spreading like a wildfire through TikTok. There's no evidence supporting that. In fact, the guy that she posted that was wearing a necklace was like, that's her friend. That's just her friend. That's a friend of Chad too. But somebody did message me like in September saying that, Giselle took her ex-fiance shirt and gave it to Chad. I ignored it because shirt and shirt look alike. But the person messaged Chad and he confirmed that he indeed got that shirt from Giselle. She said the shirt was... Now, Chad, what would Giselle be doing with a man t-shirt like that? But y'all read the screenshots and have a laugh. It's funny. Like, I cannot hate Giselle. She's funny. Like, she does funny stuff. I like her.
So Giselle took her ex-man shirt and gave it to her current man. She cool like ice. Trust me, I tell you, she cool like
Right,
ice.
that's point one. On to point two. You came on the internet and you told the whole Jamaica, the whole world, as a matter of fact, that I engage in prostitution, escorting, and I sell my body to gain the things that I have. That is one of the most disturbing lies that has ever been plastered against my name. You did this with the intention of hurting my character, damaging my reputation, and ultimately damaging my brand. And I have proof to prove otherwise, because you said with your own mouth that anytime I abandon you and I leave you, these are the things that you're driven to say, because it's the only way you can hurt me or anybody, as a matter of fact. By
So I kind of believe that. But you know why I think that maybe he exaggerated, maybe he embellished, but there is some truth in it. Because what were those videos, Drezel, that you were concerned that he would leak? If you are saying that these things are things that he decided that he was going to do from the get-go out of vengeance and, because you decided to leave him, why were you so concerned about those videos going out if those videos were not about you in positions that were precarious and less than, discreet? something isn't right there. But anyway, I do believe because man can be bitter, you know. Man can be bitter. And if a man is controlling and you decide that you're gonna leave him, especially if he's as she considers him a narcissist, that's a bruise to his ego. And it's gonna make people say, oh my god, this top upper St. Andrew boy, Drezel left him. Oh my god, you know, so he must level up himself and say, well, look, she wasn't worth it anyway. So it's not impossible that he exaggerated, but I don't think it's completely unfounded. I don't think so. Mm-mm.
It lies on me
Hey,
and
foreign
damaging my
woman.
reputation. Isn't this you?
Just communication with people. Just leave people alone. You want to call me, you can call me, text me throughout the day, whatever. Because that's what I'm going to do with you too. Just leave people alone. I'm going to leave people. Like, I don't want to see nobody, I don't want to hear nobody from the family. I just, are you my girl? And things don't say are you too. So, yeah. Some things have to change though. Some things have to drastically change. We just never accept certain things no more. We never. We're not saying ourselves pussy. Can you imagine me with a girl with yourself fucking pussy? Are you crazy? If I'm not even want to run because me look upon them girls a certain way. Why the hell me that believe in myself? You really believe that me believe in yourself pussy? Are you crazy?
Yeah, but when you vex, you're right. That's in a text, so.
Get a grip. Get a grip.
Yeah, but Chad, if you claim to say you love me, no level of upset that even
Okay,
you can't tell lies
just
on
like
me.
just like how you have things for work, man.
Yeah, but lying.
Wait, not just like how you have things for work, man. Just when you upset and you say some things to me when time me upset.
Hey,
and
Lindsay.
you abandon me.
You lie for me.
No, I think some dark. I think the worst. I think the dark.
But that is not okay.
Just like how I could have tell my mother to listen to me. If they carry me something, they carry I get my bun down the whole house. Some dark things, and yes, that is why I say we need to take our time. And that is why
and me, yes, and
me and you, that is why I say me and you need to take some time and go to therapy together and work on things.
And me need the therapy.
Of course, you need the therapy. Just like how we need it too. But at the same time, if we continue to care on each other, what is going to happen? We're going to die. Come on.
You ever see me text you?
Don't want, baby. Listen. Do you know what I want?
Yes or no?
Do you know what I want?
Yes or no?
Do you know the type of woman that I want?
Me ask you a question.
Do you know the type of woman that I want?
Why you can't answer my question?
What is the question?
Have I ever text you or call you, tearing you down?
No.
Not care how me upset.
Drezel.
Chad, I'm gonna defend the ground where you walk on. You know what is so crazy? Even if anything that anybody said about you was even true, them couldn't know out of my mouth say the truth. To all my class them same way.
Really?
Even if. I'm gonna tell you that over and over again. So how do you think it feels to me if you know say when you're upset, you lie for me and you start treat me like how people treat me? Like that is not nice.
Listen to this. Listen.
It's my way to say you're in love with it.
And that is wrong. We're not gonna listen. I will text it to you, but listen. Bear in mind, you're not the first very known person I've had relations with. I may never tell you this. Never tell you this.
Yes, you know everything about me, right?
Hold on, no. I never tell you this. I'm still don't know if I must tell you.
Really?
Hold on, no. Because it was so... Alright, it was 2016, I just start MVP, and it was before she was a thing.
You tell me that already.
Okay. Phew.
You're there.
Something similar.
Listen, Minago, But I go say, okay, I am the best as it relates to tearing down.
Too big picnic, I see ya.
As I say shit that do tear you down. And I accept that. I acknowledge it and I am apologizing for it.
Chad,
Right?
your apology don't fix certain things unless you actively change.
Drezel, I know. Take your own advice.
You're there.
Which is why.
But the only thing is you don't apologize for shit. You don't take accountability for shit.
Chad, imagine saying something.
And when the damage is done, you just move.
All right, so you see this now? This is a classic. What he's doing here is a classic reverse psychology, which is typical of abusive, emotionally controlling men. What he's doing here is, yeah, I'm sorry, but you made me do it. It's a very typical blame shifting game. And he's such a boy with it. It's so obvious that that's what he's doing. And she is just, obviously, she's got him where she wants him because she knows she record him, So she wants to record the fact that he lied. He's done gone and confessed that he lied. I told you that he did embellish. I suspect he embellished and he made up some stuff because him don't want to lose the girl. But you know what? I can see here. Chad don't want to lose Drezel because him love her. Chad don't want to lose Drezel because Drezel was like a trophy. Drezel was like, listen, I got this girl and she's a it girl. There was no deep connection between him and Drezel other than the superficial. So when she got is a blow to him ego, him little boy ego. Because him never man ego yet, He not grow up yet, He's a little boy ego him have. You understand? Of course, there is a reverse psychology. It's so obvious to me.
That bothers you?
Alright? What?
That bothers you?
Of course it bothers me. Because why would I even do certain things and feel like it's okay? I know that it's not okay when I send those messages. And that is why I can call you. I will say, come meet me somewhere and take it out of your brain. Because it's not how I feel about you. But when I feel...
If you continuously say things and then try to convince me that's not how you feel about me.
When I feel as if you don't care about me.
When you just say, okay, you almost say no, so me care
Yep.
about you. You just say no, so me care about you. So how you going to feel that way?
But in the moment, Drezel, in the moment when things get hard, you just vanish.
Isn't that you? You literally just said you are 100% sure. You know I don't engage in any of the activities that you previously said I engage in. You said you will never wife a woman that sell whatever. And whenever I abandon you and I leave you and you're upset, you think so crazy, you decide to spread lie. Because that's the only way you can hurt me, right? Isn't that what you just said? Rest my case. You see, the script that you played out on Saturday when you came on the internet in an attempt to embarrass me by stating that I did things that I've never done and that I heard you say that I've never worked. I don't work anywhere. That is utter lie. I've had my business for years. And I've been having business from way before.
True,
and I can just
that's
true. My business.
That's true.
So how dare you come on the internet to say I don't work?
One thing I'm going to say about Drezel, she is very ambitious and driven. A lot of the girls that are like this are very ambitious and driven. They have to be ambitious and driven in order to achieve the lifestyle that them want and them thirsty feet, So them will go above and beyond and them will try them hand at everything because it have to pay for. The whole lifestyle have to pay for. Drezel has never been lazy. When you go back on her Instagram, you can see that she's always been doing one thing or another, promoting this, promoting that, selling her stuff. She has her business. So for him to say that was not right. I'm gonna jump across to some videos that he did on TikTok.
Time to clear up this. We don't want a person feel like say yo
abandon.
Certain things are gonna go.
It's a Drezel,
them homosexual like them batty boy like this so.
She's a graduate, you know. She's a graduate of university, you know, my loves. She did business studies and I think finance or something like that.
I could clear up this. I could tell the people them why I'm left you. Tell the people them say a pussy yourself.
You're there.
Come on the internet, come tell the people them say a pussy yourself.
So
I'm
she's
find out
responding
in
to
your
this,
phone
right?
on your birthday trip of sandals. Tell them that. Tell them say you sell pussy when you did it with such fiancé. Zin? Tell them say you go sleep with the people them man after you got them store for go do one promotion for the phone store. Tell them that. Tell them say you sell pussy to the guy we are party promoting in Miami the other day him fly up. Why not tell them that?
Wow.
So since you want to talk, let us speak. Cause you want to fuck with class and you never get to fuck with class. Right? Why not tell the people them say you never know who your baby father was and you have to do DNA?
What?
Between the artist, man for travel service, and baby father. Tell them things yeah. Tell them say bank look for your car. Zin? You never come on the internet come talk the truth, but you want to come talk lie. Zin? Why not tell the people them say you come back after even I put you out, you come back multiple times for the fuck? Why not come tell them people, come tell them the real, come tell them the truth?
Jaja, that's a part one.
Why you don't tell the people them say you have been doing this since you were 14 years of age?
What?
Why you don't tell the people them say your mother could mind you and the man where you did a work for did I pay you more money so you have to sleep with you?
Bitter. Definitely fuck
Since you were 14, 15, 16 from third farm, why you don't come on the internet come talk them things there? Why you come put on a facade for the internet and then want come tell like on class a man? My girl, don't try it. Why you don't come on the internet come tell the people them how much bun such fiancé you get? Come on the internet come talk them thing there. Come on the internet come talk them thing there and when artists call you have to go. Come on the internet come talk them thing there. Don't come on the internet come tell lie for me. Cause me have all of the video them when the whole of my bed, the whole of floor, the whole of sandals bed, every hotel we go bed, soak. So if you want to come tell lie for me, tell me if I must drop a file them now.
So why would you video the bed that you had shenanigans in? Why would you do that? Why would you video the bed soaked? Why would you do that? That's weird. Guys, Richard said I'm curious. No, I know the baby father. I'm curious to know what soaked those beds. Listen, why would you take a video after you have had intimate moments with your girl? Yeah, take video at the bed. Yeah, record evidence. Say record evidence. Say you do the things them. I tell you about Uptown guys. I tell you about them. And listen, what I tell you guys, avoid. Okay? Because this is the kind of shit that they do. It really and truly is the kind of shit that they do. They like having stripes on their shoulders. They like knowing that them do something and them do it for the purpose of showing off on others. So when you think you and them do something in a quiet, it gone. I'm brethren them array. For say, yeah man, do that now. Ray. Look here. I'm telling you, this is how they are. I grew up with these bastards. I know.
Tell me. And you well and know say
love a trophy.
Everything. For proof say, yo, the man they usually mind you, and yes, me have the screenshot them from your phone with everything in it. For solidify say yourself, man to pussy a Ochi with Carmat. Man will live a Bahamas. Man will fly go all about Miami, fly all about come see you. You well and know say me have the evidence of all of them things, but you still a come on the internet come tell lie for me. Why not tell the internet say you dash how much belly last year and dash how one for me since year?
What?
Why you not tell the truth, my girl? Come man, come tell the truth, man. Cause clearly you have a fucking issue.
Chacha. So he said some pretty slanderous things, guys, which is why Drezel felt the necessity to come out with receipts, files, dockets, all of that in order to defend her name. Right? Let's hear what else she got to say.
And I sell for a living, that is actually crazy. But you know, this same notion that you paint of me, you painted the same notion of your ex. You stated to me that she did unscrupulous things. You showed me videos in your phone of her doing unscrupulous things, which
That's what
I
they
had
like.
to demand
Me
that you
believe
did.
that. Me believe that. Me believe that. That's what they do. They do that. Yes, they do. Because it's about making them feel better and feel more superior, especially if a girl left them. They will do that. They will drag dirt into another relationship and they will drag the women. They do that. Facts.
Said, because I don't subscribe to men tearing down women, no matter what they have against me. I ensured that you did not tear down, and I have text messages to prove you tearing down the girl and me telling you do not stoop to that level. So, seeing that, I started to read up on the type of person you are and the things that you are capable of. How could I not collect my own evidence? Because I knew you were going to do this to me. You've said these same allegations about me before, just a few weeks prior, that, you know, I'm an escort and whatever. And I recorded you apologizing for the lies that you told on me. Thankfully, because here you are yet again spreading these same lies. And if I don't do this video, you'll be continuing to spread the same lies, right? Okay. Third point, gay allegations. I have never called you gay. I've never once said you were gay.
True.
Nobody can show any proof of me saying you were gay. In fact, I was probably the only person who maintained that you were never gay. And I was probably the only person who publicly defended you. I even went the lengths to tell you that even if I should ever find out that you are in fact gay, I would never let that come out of my mouth to anybody else. I'm a person that always make funny video on the internet. I've been using sounds from popular TikTok creators like Candy and Derek Morgan, and this time was no different. You decided to take that up on your head to say that it was you. I could be talking about anybody else. And in fact, you were troubling me and making mischief on the internet more than a week ago into this week, and I said nothing. You killed me on the internet about stealing a chain that I didn't take. You even go the lengths to give out a reward to say that anybody who can come forward with evidence of me taking the chain, you would, you know, give them X amount of money. Yeah. And then I can recall you saying this was never about the chain. So tell me, what was it really about? Once again, what was it really about? If it was never about the chain and this is how you start.
Let me tell you what it was about, Drezel. It was about making you seem less appealing to other guys. The fact that you allegedly leave him because he might try to twist it, said the other way around. He has to tear you down because it's about making you less appealing, particularly to other guys in his circle. Him no business if you go pick up and get us slam, you know. Him only business with theme circle, with your inner. So him want to make you less appealing. So he's going to drag you so that other guys will not go there. So in other words, if him can't have you, nobody else can. Typical abusive tactics. Yes.
So what was it really about? I think it's literally about the same exact thing you said in the
No,
voice recording.
exactly.
I left you and you were hurt. So you did anything you could do to damage my reputation.
Yep. That's true.
Back into the gay allegations. When I made that video, I had no intention to tell the internet that you are gay. I did not try to state that you are gay. You have been taunting me on the internet for weeks prior, and in my gentle opinion, no real man comes to the internet to argue with a woman. No real man comes on the internet and drag their own woman, especially with lies. So, if you want to take that as me saying you're gay, but I didn't.
You never say him gay, but Pretty Dan call him Batman several times. Pretty Dan say him a fish. Pretty Dan say him is gay. Him is in the closet trying to come out of the closet, and that's why he treats women the way he treats them. And that's why he's got anger issues, because he's suppressed his preference. You understand? Now, I don't know if this is true. I've not seen any evidence of it, blah 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 blah. But I will say it is less than masculine, less than manly to be doing what he's doing on the internet. It is. Most raw heterosexual men will not come to the internet to talk about them woman in this way. Look, oh, all right. Look, Pandrix or Rosalie, right? What the few time him come out and say something, you know, see the rubbings where him get. Cause them a say him was an enemy in her house, right? She was living with her house enemy. When him talk out some of the thing them like he crossed the drawers and stuff and he grung all them sitting there. When he talk about all them kind of things and he embarrass Rosalie, everybody come down on him like a ton of bricks, because we have this expectation that men are not supposed to do these kind of things. They're not supposed to behave in these kind of ways whenever there's a breakup in a relationship, right? Does that make does that make Jakes look like him gay? No, because Jakes did it, but him do it 1, 2 time and stop. The brother here just a keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. When you hear his interview, you're gonna hear just how much he keeps going. So that's why people are questioning your sexuality, right? Okay.
Maybe I struck a nerve. And because of that, what did you do? You came on the internet with lies to slander me, right? Back to the gay allegations. I have never once labeled you as gay. Jamaicans interpret your behavior as gay, and the way you dress, the way you do things. As you said, you
Yep.
do things differently. This is nothing new, and I should leave it to the fans. The fans labeled you as gay. Me, on the other hand, I have never labeled you as gay, and I can stand on that. Fourth point. Let us address the allegations of you throwing me out of a house that we both leased.
Okay.
First
Thanks
thing
for
first,
clarifying.
you come on the internet and you tell people that you kicked me out of the house because, once again, I stole your chain, and you called the police and you threw me out of the house. That is not true. You did not throw me out of a house. I decided to leave the house. I came to the house with police to move out of the house. This is a house that I leased. I'll attach a copy of the lease agreement here so everyone can see.
It
I
never
leased the
true.
house, both our names on it, so how can you throw me out? By law, not even the landlord. The landlord cannot throw me out of the house. The police cannot take me out of the house, and you cannot take me out.
Yes.
I chose to come out because I had elsewhere to go and you didn't. Your parents said you could not stay with them, so you did not have anywhere to go, and I had my own place can go, so I went there. I had to send evidence to my realtor in order for your name to be attached on any lease. I was the one who rightfully made us acquire this place. One, I was the one who started looking for the place, and it was my realtor who I contacted to get the place. So how then would you come on the internet to paint a narrative as if I was living with you? Okay, the internet run with a narrative.
And you know what I'm going to say? I believe her. I believe her. You see, Chad. Chad is a what you call it there? He is still a kid in the eyes of his parents, right? You see, this girl, she's a go-getter, and as I said, she outside. And she very ambitious and she very driven. So that means that she's the doer. Him always a look somebody for latch on to with certain things. He may be good at using his brain, his academics, or whatever in his business. But when it comes to real life scenario and survival skills, and this is where uptown boys always fail in comparison to ghetto men. Remember me tell you that. Uptown boys don't have no survival skills. If it's not connections and links, them cannot make it in the real world. Them cannot make it unless them have money. Them can't survive. You hear me? Them don't know how to go out there and get it without somebody paving the way and opening doors for them. They naturally depend and lean on a stronger person in order to get there. That is a fact. And then them paint the picture as though it's them do it. Me believe her, yes, so.
that I moved in with you and you lived with me. You've been living with me for months. Because when the house that you previously had with your ex had a mold issue, you had nowhere to go. Your parents did not want you at their place and you chose to stay with me. I have text evidence can prove that. And because of the person who I am,
I'm gonna read the text evidence. Well, on the people.
Nature that I
Let me look on the text evidence. Let me look on the text evidence, the people. Hold on there. Hold on. Hold on there.
Stuff is yours. She's, you know.
Hold on. Hold on, the people. I want to see the evidence.
Started looking for. Okay, the internet run.
All right, see it now. All right, so this is her signing the documents. He signed as the primary, then sent to Chad to sign, then let him send to me. Okay, hon. Okay, great. So that's her organizing the property. Just submit the offer. So she's the one organizing everything, yes, so? As she organize
Thanks to all of your
everything.
support and the support of my
As she organize
Because when
everything.
the house that you previously had with your ex had a mold issue, you had nowhere to go. Your parents did not want you at their place and you chose to stay with me. I have text evidence can prove that. And because of the person who I am, the nature that.
So it says here, question, you mind staying by your mom tonight so I can get this place in order, etc.? Let me know if that's okay. He goes, I'll come help. If I stay at my mom, I'ma think too much. I don't want to do that, babe. I come later though. Right, think too much about that. Okay, baby. Yeah, I don't mind being around you. Doesn't matter where we are. The brother, you're clingy.
I am on. And the niceness to who I am, I said yes. I allowed you to stay with me. And that might have been the biggest mistake of my life.
Bad.
The day I moved out, I asked police to escort me at the house because I did not feel safe because of the prior events that had unfolded where you tried to strangle me, grab me around my neck, and I bit you.
What?
I asked the police to follow me back to the premises to remove my stuff.
No, I'm
So he said a recorder with the police.
So let them come back another day. I am not comfortable with seeing the whole
Everything's coming out today. I'm not coming back another day.
No, I'm seeing them come on the camera. No, well, I'm not here saying.
Outside waiting for 4 hours.
I'm laying the front of the scheme of it. Alright, I am not a reasonable person, you know. So you see if she wants to move all the stuff then? Sure.
You said that you're a classy man.
Yeah.
However, in the events of me moving out of the house, you secretly recorded me and plastered it all over the internet as if you were throwing me out, when that was never the case.
Wow.
I have evidence can prove that when I left that house, not even furniture was left there. All the furniture in that house belonged to me.
To you.
The only furniture that was left at that house when I left was a couch and a table that belonged to your ex, not even you.
Jesus, and she showed the video. Lord Jesus. Lord. Oh my God.
Your ex would have sent me more.
She showed the video with the whole place empty. No.
Messages to state that she need her money for the stuff that you had for her, which is the furniture. And, you know, multiple times I would tell her it does not involve me. I'm not aware of.
So this Upper St. Andrew guy, he doesn't own shit, basically. And he's talking big. This is how they disgust me. They have this tendency, guys. Let me tell you. All right. Hands up if you've ever been with an uptown boyfriend, okay? They have a tendency to talk so big. They act as though they have their shit together. They've got everything going for them. You know, when they, oh, I've got this house over there, and I've got this house over there, and I've got this there. When you take a step at them parents' things, and when you take a step, them not own nothing. You understand me? Listen, especially them ones with generational wealth, they hardly know how to manifest wealth for themselves. Remember, me tell you this a reality.
that situation, I have to work with what you tell me. You told me that the stuff is yours. She said otherwise, and that is that. When I left the house, I left with my furniture, and every single piece of furniture that was there is mine, which I bought with my own money, and they all belong to me.
I believe
so
you.
telling people that you threw me out of the house is really a wild lie. A wild lie. I have recording the day I moved from the house. My spirit told me to record, and I record the entire time. You were begging me not to move and leave you. You were begging me to stay.
You're there. You actually want to leave. You hear him, but you actually want to leave. You hear? Hey, DMG. DMG, we're listening to some like a uptown mix up with Drezel and Chad. Oh my God. He's begging her, guys. You hear? Do you actually want to leave? Oh my God. No, sir. All right, let me skip that because the audio not great. Should record everything, you know?
Just drop everything and talk to me with your heart. That's all. I'm giving you a chance to fix things. I will move forward accordingly. I will forget about the necklace. I don't care.
I honestly don't have your necklace.
I don't care.
I don't have a necklace with you. Initially, when
you saw it on TikTok.
Keeping a necklace, I thought you were only saying that because I said I'm missing my passport.
Oh my God.
I don't care about it, baby. I don't care about it no more. I don't care about it no more. I don't care about it no more. I don't care about the necklace. I don't. I don't care about the necklace. Okay? I don't.
And the guy is so egotistical, it's ridiculous. He is basically claiming that I am giving you a chance to fix this. What is wrong with these people? I mean, how dare he look on her and say, I am giving you a chance to fix this? The girl make up her mind, say she'll leave, she'll step out of the house and she's not spending another moment in the house. She left you, Chad. And you are telling her that you're giving her a chance to fix this. Are you for fix it? She's saying that you strangle her. And that's why she bites you. Mighty God. Listen, the receipt is crazy. She's got everything recorded.
You know what I care about.
I don't know what you care about.
Giving her a chance to bring back the furniture.
I moved. So how dare you now come and talk about you threw me out? Scandalous.
Insane. Insane.
You publicly came on the internet and you stated that you found evidence in my phone of malicious activities. You searched my phone and you took out my personal videos, my personal photos, and personal information. And I would just like to state that if you decide to, react with any revenge porn,
yep,
or spread any of the private information.
So you hear that, guys? She confessed it. I told you. The videos that she's referring to, those videos are definitely pornographic. I knew it. Because when she was talking and I was like, why are you so concerned about these videos going out? These videos definitely show some indiscretion. You were probably nude and all those things. So why do you still have those videos in your phone, Drezel? And what was the purpose of those videos? So as much as I'm saying to you that, yeah, listen, Chad is a lowlife in behavior. Yeah, in certain ways, he's definitely a narcissist and he's definitely controlling. You're not innocent either. Because this is a thing with you Instagram it girls. Una want to be influencers, una want to be known for una beauty and una hotness. And then behind closed doors, you guys are also doing dirty things in order to live the lifestyle that you're living. You understand?
On our private photos you took from my
exactly,
phone,
Garcia.
you will be charged, and this is your only warning. You stated that private individuals from your links at national commercial banks call you, giving you my private bank statements in an encrypted email, all my bank statements, all my ex's bank statements, and all of my friends' bank statements. And I will attach the voice recording of you stating same here. You can't do it no more.
What do you want?
I just told you.
From me and you.
I just told you.
You're not telling me the answer. Like,
I need a God-centered relationship. That's what I said. I can't do anything else.
why did you tell us your friend?
How she feel?
Why did you tell us we have account? So,
What?
What I mean?
what if we tell us every your friend fake?
When you say fake, what
Why
do you
did you
mean?
tell us when drop on our face, you go to our man and show and so on, the man and transfer money to our account at the same time?
That's her husband. So?
Yeah. But what if me tell us that girl is fake towards you? What you would have tell me say?
What's
What
fake?
if me tell us
And I'm saying-
what if me tell us she a carry business with our road?
What?
Meaning?
How you would have feel?
Child,
Listen to this situation, guys. They're having an argument about their own relationship. She's saying that she wants a God-centered relationship and she cannot accept anything else. In other words, whatever he's presenting to her is not that, and therefore she don't want that. He's on about what do you think about, what steps for you and I? And she's telling him, no, I can't deal with this right now at all. Then he switches the conversation and starts talking about the fact that her friend is a betrayer. That he has access to her friend's bank account details. He saw when money was transferred to the friend when she claimed she was on her face. But Drezel is saying, but that is her husband. So if the husband transfer money, what's the problem? And then he's saying that she's the one carrying her business out her road. Do you know what that is? He's trying to isolate her. In other words, if you leave me, you will have no support network. Because the people that you have around you that you think are your besties are the ones who are stabbing you in the back. Not me, who sneakily went behind your back and even went and acquired account information on your friends with my links. Listen, this is the deviousness that Uptown boy do. Listen to what me I tell you now. Links run them life. Right? And when them ready to get sneaky, them very, very devious. Oh.
you cannot give me baseless accusation.
Exactly, Rochelle.
Well, then look at this. How is it that the head people at NCD are calling that the very fucking thing?
Wow.
Alright then. That is how the people on TikTok know we're going tonight. And the people from the bank and that is why I tell you, just like how we need to stop chat to people, you have to stop chat to people. These people are not
How
with
you
you,
know them tell us that she?
Who need I nothing they know she
You know she from the night. What's her last name?
I don't know.
Very vindictive, Garcia.
Drezel, Jesus Christ.
I know one friend I have to what's the last name? It's two friends having it.
The people them said the two people in my conference call and say all the one when him we are man up a bill for transfer money to her every time she show tantrum because he don't want her left him. Giselle, listen to me.
Yeah, but how my bank statement they people come in, and they're gonna talk about Charlie.
People who control all the account.
And so listen, let's count them. We've had physical abuse, we've had emotional abuse, and now we have financial control. We now have financial abuse. Him wanting to see Drezel's account is about knowing how independent can she be of me. That's what that is. So he's wanting to know what her balance is, what her incomings and outgoings are, how she's spending, how she's living, and whatever without his input. In other words, how much can I control this girl based on our finances? So it's not just about the friendship and the isolating, but it's also about controlling her. This guy is sick. I'm not gonna lie. Him sick. Him definitely sick.
That is even true, you and the bank will be in problem.
That's
It has
right.
also come to my attention that there's a recording being circulated where he was having a conversation with his ex-partner or mother of his child, stating that I had jumped out of a moving vehicle
Yes, he said
and
that.
I spoke to him badly, etc. So where that is concerned, one, I am not a crazy person. I would not jump out of a moving vehicle. If I can remember correctly, the day of that incident, as he stated in the recording, he was trying to get food at KFC at the boulevard. However, the line were full. He was coming out of KFC and he was trying to turn on. He was trying to make an illegal turn, and I then stated that, don't turn that way, go the next way, trying to tell him what to do. He got so upset, saying that as a woman, sometimes you must just chill and make your man do whatever. You don't need to tell him what to do. Sometimes you love give too much instruction, da 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 da. And to be honest, if as a woman and you're my man and I'm telling you something that you're doing wrong and you cannot take corrections, then not much I can do. He got so upset and so defensive about it. He started to argue with me and I just went completely silent. After I went silent, he was there telling me that sometimes you're not supposed to be that combative. You don't need to be that defensive. You have to just listen, make him do what he wants to do. And, he went on and on and on. And I said exactly what I just said now to him. If as your woman, I cannot tell you to do what to do, sometime when you're wrong, it's pointless. Anyways, for the entire car ride, when I realized he was getting upset, I remained silent. Okay, so we were driving up to his house and he was there talking to me about the same situation where women should be telling men what to do and I need to be less combative and sometimes I should just let him do whatever. It's not always nice when
You can imagine Chad household and what really happens in that upper St. Andrew home where he got these ethics and standards from. Because everything that Chad is living out with this girl and other females that he has been with is a duplication of what he was taught. Remember me tell you that. Women must not speak unless spoken to. You must not be combative and you must not argue. And you must not tell him what to do. What century is this Chad boy living in? Garcia says, I had an ex ask me for my bank info too. But him once say, oh, me spend my money and this and that. Yet he wasn't giving me $1. Then saying I'm secreted with my money. Him never get access and me run him. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You see, me and my husband, we share almost everything. But his money is his money and my money is my money. And when it's time for us to come together to do something, I put mine on the table and put fee money on the table. You understand? If me make more than month, then me put more. If he make more than month, then him put more. That's how we do it. We not have it in each other bank statements. We have a joint account, yes. But that is for saving, not for our incomings and outgoings. I don't need to know what my man have in a bank account other than me know say have money. And him knows say me have money. What is this? Eh? No, sir.
money, women always telling man what to do, it make them feel inferior, etc., etc. And I sat there silent. I said nothing because I had nothing more to say because I did not, forced into his argument and I was not, arguing back and forth with him. He slammed on the car brakes while going up the hill. When he slammed on the car brakes, the car fling forward. I slid down in the chair and my daughter was in the back in her car seat and her car seat, shift a little bit. And I was like, are you crazy? How can you slam the car brakes like that, doing something so dangerous, going up a hill when my child is in the car? I then turned to him and I said, listen, I'm going to come out of the car, take my daughter out of the car, and I'm going to call my brother to pick me up. I pull off my seatbelt, exiting the car. When I put one foot out and about to come out the car, he drove off and I fell out the car and dropped down the hill.
What?
He then came out the car. Mind you, if your partner fell out of a car, jump out of a car, drop out of a car, the first line of action would do to offer assistance, offer help, because clearly she's hurt. He came out of the car and he started to shout at me, get up before people see you, other car pass, I just don't want people to see it, da 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 da.
Because uptown boys are all about image, Drezel. They're all about image. They care more about perceptions and what people think about what they see, and the impact on their reputation. This is what is more important. Think them give a damn boy, yo. And what you add to them life, them give a damn about. You understand? That is insane. And the fact that your daughter is in the back seat and that happened, he is a danger to both you and your child. What kind of toxic mess is this?
It's like, I am hurt, and this is how you're talking to me. So he was there over me shouting whatever, and
That
then
is
long
it.
after him
Live and let
stretching his hand
live.
and talk, well, get up, come and help you up. And I said, leave me alone. And that's when I started to talk to him badly. I did tell him, say he's so I told him, leave me alone. And
Yeah.
I did talk to him badly at that time because you deserve it. How can I fall out of a car? Or not even fall out. How can you drive off and make me drop out of one car and then acting as if I jumped from a moving vehicle? Anyways, my foot was hurt and I went to the hospital. My cousin's husband brought me to the hospital. I went to medical associates and I did an x-ray. They gave me medicines, injections and stuff because I tore a muscle. While at the hospital, I had restricted him from calling my phone. I have two phones. I restricted him from my main phone. He was calling, wasn't getting me, and he started to call my other phone. Apparently, the other phone had answered in my pocket, and he listened to my background. When he listened, he said he heard the monitor that they strap you up on. He heard the monitor going off and he heard the doctor speaking to me and he realized I was at a hospital. He checked UA and they told him I wasn't there. He checked accident and emergency at Andrews. They told him I wasn't there. So his next place to go was Spanish Town Hospital because he apparently had a friend at Kingston Public Hospital that he had called and she told him that I was not there. So when he went to Spanish Town Hospital, so he did not check medical associates because that was not in the main hospitals that people would usually check.
Really?
When he went to Spanish Town Hospital, he saw his ex and he apparently asked her if I was there. She said I wasn't there and she started to ask him what happened. Upon which she started to record. In the recording, you could hear when she was saying, he was asking her that, he wanted to ask her a question because I said he was manipulative and he's a narcissist and he wanted to know what's the meaning of a narcissist and if she believed that he was one. Which she did tell him that yes, she do believe he was one based on previous experiences, etc., etc. But that's about all I clear up. I did not jump from a moving vehicle. He drove off while I was coming out the car. And any logical person would realize something was flawed in that story. How can me, as a mother, jump out of a car and leave my child in the car?
That's
that is
right.
Crazy.
That don't make sense.
I was coming out of the car to take out my daughter when he drove off and I fell. Even in that same recording, he stated to his child's mother that she doesn't have to worry about their son around me because I treat kids very well. I take care of my daughter to the fullest extent. I'm one of the best mothers he's ever seen. So how would I logically jump from a moving vehicle to leave my child in there?
No, sir, people. Chad wicked. Chad very, very wicked. Medical Associates, a private hospital, uptown. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Sorry. That's the hospital that I use when I go to Jamaica still. Yeah. But when I was living in Jamaica, it was Medical Associates, Andrews and Huey. Those were the three hospitals that we used in our family.
Property. The TV,
right.
the TV stand.
So now, Chad do film something on Toxic Talk. And he had his interview, guys, right? He had his interview, okay? Now, I looked at Chad's body language throughout the whole interview. He sat cross-legged and his foot was shaking at like 200 miles an hour up and down, right? His foot was just constantly shaking. I was like, why the hell is his foot shaking so much? You see them kind of body language there? That's nervousness, one. And I think because he told a lot of lies. Yes. So if you think Chad told a lot of lies in this interview, please gather here because I think he told a lot of lies.
And somebody else asked a good podcast or something. It was a good podcast, but that's not why she left the house. Okay. That's not why she left. So that's the only mention she's ever mentioned of Drezel. Yeah, that's not why she left the house. Okay. My iPod was open and other things. Oh, okay. Okay. That's why she left the house. She didn't leave the house because of such a girl. Also, it was other women. Other things. No, we're getting to the talk the realist. We're not leave it for imagination. Other women. In the sense of what? You're cheating. No. You're entertaining other women. No. What were you doing? Let's just say I have friends that are very trustworthy. And we share things that usual friends wouldn't share. That's cheating, Chad. No.
Listen to this. Listen
micro
enough.
cheating, sure. Micro. That is what they call it. Micro cheating.
Did you hear that? So he's talking about the fact that he had communication with other women on his phone. The women that he says are his friends, and the friends he has, they're very trustworthy. They share things that ordinary people would not normally share. Then he defines what he was doing with these other women on his phone as micro cheating. Let me tell you something, women. Cheating is cheating, micro or macro. There is cheating. So I don't know what he's trying to justify here. Because if he can be doing stuff on his phone that is micro cheating, and yet him have an issue with Drezel's past relationships and what she was doing on her phone, then the two are the same mess.
No, micro. No, what's micro? Out of Maraska Road.
Yeah, Rachel.
Please. If you text a girl on the phone and the girl says she like you and you still talk to the girl, that's micro cheating. Oh, that's cheating. That's cheating.
That's cheating.
We move on, because we're not going. Yeah, bro. Alright, so yeah. Nuances. Yeah. So that's why she left. It wasn't because of. Alright, so no. So alright, so I'm gonna go get down to Drezel video, right?
He's claiming that that's the reason why Drezel left. Because of his communication with other females that text him and say them like him and he still a communicate with them. Him now mentioned the fact that he was an abusive bastard to Drezel, and that's why she leave. No, sir.
What is it you want to clarify? Because at first, I thought you left her. No. Based on Drezel's video, it's on like she left you. No. All right. The relationship was, to be honest, a fight. We just have a clear the air. The relationship was basically the odds were against us from the get-go. Zane? So just to give some context of how the odds were against us. You see, when my dad go on the road, and he's a racehorse trainer, by the way. Go up on the road and him have him friend them and some higher heads from other places.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Come to him out say, yo, you see your son with such and such, just want him, you know. XYZ, you know. I know him think he is. So now my father come to me as a father. And I say, yo.
Let me just pause that. And I'm going to really put that into context for you guys. Because tell me if this is making sense here, okay? All right. He's talking about that his father is hanging out with his bigwig friends, right? In Upper St. Andrew, as you do. They're socializing in whatever tennis club or wherever the hell they are. And this guy's father's friends. So we're talking about elderly guys. These are not youngsters, okay? Yeah? Them people are a big smarty, 50s, 60s, okay? And they are communicating with his father to say that Drezel is a danger to his son and he must be careful. Now, how these big tough man know what Drezel do with our pum pum? How them know? How do they know? Is Drezel pimping herself out to these elderly uptown men? Is that what's going on? Because somehow she not strike me like that. Even if she had do her thing, me suspect she would have do her thing with her age group. Me no know. A sugar daddy thing a go on here, so.
Road boy allow the girl later. Allow the girl there. Because I think my dad had met her before I went public for my grandfather's funeral, or was the funeral after?
And they move fast, yeah?
Yeah, I guess.
Very fast.
I guess. I went public on my birthday, and my granddad's funeral was me now want to lie, the 19th of April. Zin? And after the public, my father, they in the street, and my mother, they like hair salon and them thing there. And them I say, yo, people are come to them.
Oh, Garcia, that makes
The
sense.
circle of man them who she deal with. My father, I never call him name. I say, yo, Chad, look here. These are people are sending him things.
What?
Zin? When mom is at the hairdressing, you know, woman have a chat in a hairdresser. The woman them were in the hairdresser say, yo, such and such, want your son. And a easy girl that.
Oh my
So now
God.
my parents was like, all right, Chad, this is what you're going to do, and this is what we're going to tell you for the now.
So then how all these, boy, I tell you about uptown people, they're a mess, you know. How are all these adults getting involved in these young people's shenanigans? So they're talking about her at the hairdressing shop, and then the dad's friends are talking about her. What a bunch of sleazy people. No man.
Watch yourself. We're not going to tell you what to do because you're your own a bigger man, but look on this now. This is what people are saying. Why are people coming to us about your partner?
What?
This is not who we are. We don't do this. Somebody say, nobody they tell Uno how to conduct phone relationship back in the days. If I'm making a mistake, allow me to make the mistake. The two of them married for 30 years, Uno have problems. Let me make the mistake and see what is what. Jesus fuck. You better me listen to them. My pockets would have better and everything would have better. See? But the odds were against us in the sense that it was always a tussle. When I moved from the apartment up in the hills where they have a problem, I wanted to build. I have some property, and I say, yo, I'm going to build upon one of them. Have the drawings for my phone and thing for sure, proof.
You see how they like to talk big? You having a bunch of drawings, owning property that probably your parents bought and gave to you. You having a bunch of drawings doesn't mean that you're going to get off your ass and actually build that house. This is what I cannot stand about uptown guys. They talk big. It's so irritating and annoying. And they talk so big and they have no action behind it. A whole bunch of hot air. Oh, when I moved from my apartment up in the hills, why did we have to give a damn about where in the hills you were living, or if you were living in the hills or in a flat bush? Nobody gives a damn. Why couldn't you just say, when I moved from my apartment and I moved into the house with Drezel? You have to be talking about the fact that the apartment is on the hill, and I had some property, and I was gonna build on the property, and take a look at my drawings. They make me sick. I know I'm sounding very passionate about this, guys, but I have this experience. They are disgusting. Anyway.
The drawings were done. It's just now to go to the parish council and submit it. But I tell my parents, say, yo, this is what is going to happen. We can build it, but it have to be in a
Bag
my
of
name.
chattings, exactly.
I'm going to build it, but I want it in a my
Exactly,
name.
Foxy.
Because if I'm going to go some financial routes, let's say I'm going to take a loan, the property has to be in my name alone. But it's not in my name alone. Father called me one day and said, big man, he said, because I know what me know, as a good father, thank God, that now go happen.
Mm-hmm.
So they're basically saying, because I'm with that girl, the property will not be transferred in my name only. Because
I told you the property wasn't his, didn't I? I told you the property was not his. I told you guys that the property was his parents. And you hear for yourself.
they know the nature of the girl.
Watch she
Oh my God, they're so predictable.
No, but them no want, if we get married, them she come ask for everything, or ask for half of things and things like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, as wise parents, which I agreed with them, I said, Alright then. So this is what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna just bill it cash. Right?
To me, it sounds like it was billed from your side, like because let's just speak justice, right? She's a popular girl, and let's use Shensi as a cross reference.
I love Shensi.
If it's supposed to be Shensi, I promise you, you will hear rumors. You will hear rumors.
Alright.
True or false. You will hear.
Well, me run the road said, true, I up in the hills, me live, but me keep quiet like a church mouse. It's okay to live up in the hills, it's fine. But when you use it like a badge of honor, it's not okay. All right? All right.
I will hear
Once
things
you're
about
with
Shensi.
anybody who's
And-
popular, you're gonna hear things. I'm sure my girlfriend hear things about me.
Alright,
And
Chris.
sometimes share some things with me, you never know about
And then,
myself.
and then such girl hear things about me too. But Curtis, as I said I think I went live with Urban earlier this week. And as I said to Urban, I said, listen to me, I accept it.
Exactly, Garcia. You got it. That's exactly what they will
It's
do.
true, though. I was just rumors.
Hold on, man, we'll get in
I'll
there.
get there.
I accepted the past. As a man,
Yeah.
I accept the past because unless you go buy a brand new car, it was driven before.
Here they.
Used.
Here they.
Yes, brand new second hand. Jesus Christ.
Is he comparing the girl to a brand new secondhand car? Oh my God. This is so disgusting. So you never know that before you go there. Said Drezel was not a virgin, preserved in a convent just for you. You never know this before, and now you on oh my God. No man, them brother yo.
It's gonna be driven before. Zine? So,
No,
Mr.
sir.
Alright, in full transparency, here's my phone password. And she give me a phone password. I have the message them. They send it to her on gram. And me say she send me one post and say, oh, if you really trust your partner, I say, alright, here. And then she send me hers. And I was like, okay then, great. So I tell her 99.9%.
That is ridiculous. Nobody can make me give them my password for my phone. You've got to be kidding me. I do often leave my phone unlocked and all about the place. I'm not gonna lie, because I ain't got nothing to hide. But I do not want my husband's PIN or his password, and I don't give him mine. You are entitled to your privacy even if you're in a relationship. This let us share. No. So wait. When you go pay your little porn and so, your partner for no say that in the pan. Nobody needs to know your private stuff. This is ridiculous.
Of the girl, him, the this, the that, the type of lifestyle, Ray. And she told me some of hers. Keyword, some. Of hers. Parts. Parts. So in my head now, every time she speak, I create a timeline. Every time she speak, the timeline doesn't add up.
You're there.
Key things about a relationship that your partner will not forget is the people who you carry around them and the people who you did sleep with. Jamaica.
You're an idiot. Why do you need to know who your partner slept with? If you know you end up with somebody who has had a previous relationship or previous relationships, why do you need to know every single person that the person has been with? That is nobody's business. That is in the past. And the two of you together right now. Nobody not supposed to question you about who did go there first, second, third, or the terror. Do not share that information with nobody. Nobody under the sun. They may ask you how many have you had. Okay, fine. You can choose to be honest. You can choose not to be. It's nobody's business. It really isn't. If he knows that you are not, his first, or he was not your first. Oh, do not share them thing there. Them a kind of something that the things that women will use against, so no. Do not share them thing there. And some woman just pull and just a blurt out and a chat out everything. Don't do that. Those things can create all kinds of insecurity. You understand? Man just a look by and a thing say blouse and skirt. Them if me go here, some me might have book up on a X and all them something there. Then we take it and judge you exactly, Garcia. Why would you open your mouth and chat them things? You don't tell man them something there. A man not supposed to ask you that. And if you don't feel comfortable, tell you lie. You can't bother them something here. What kind of immature thing is this?
Are you so small? You're not going to carry a man around me where you usually do things with. Oh, she did that?
Exactly,
No,
Angela.
Man. Yeah, we'll never know. To my knowledge. Okay. Not to my knowledge.
Take it, tell you exactly if I let live.
So every time the timeline comes up, it's I ask her about it, and she don't get upset. Like, why you try add up things? Because I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I try to add up things now.
No,
so
because the paranoia set in.
How things.
Because she don't tell you too much already. Chat too much.
This is now in July. J. What's your name again? Gio. Gio. J and Gio. This is in July now. Yeah. Vacation I go on. Every time I try to book there, she wanted to go to Colombia.
Here
Every time I try to book the Colombia trip, the cards were giving problem. The money is available. Cards were giving problem. Call Malaya, I ask Malaya to do it. Issue same way. I'm say, yo, what's this budget to go on this trip? And I was like, okay then, it is feasible and we can make it work. Zin?
Can I just ask a question? Tell me if this doesn't sound like complete bullshit to you guys. If your card is not going through because you're trying to book a vacation to go to Colombia, why the flipping hell would you contact your lawyer? What does a lawyer have to do with your financials? And why does your lawyer have control over whether or not your card works? Wouldn't the logical thing to do to call the bank and say, yo, I'm trying to use my card. I'm trying to book a holiday. And this card keeps blocking me from accessing my money. What's going on? Exactly. This doesn't make any sense. I tell you about them. They lie and they talk big. It is ridiculous.
So now, book it. Now work. So I said, all right then. I said to my mom, go Colombia or do something local. She said, well, Chad,
exactly, live and let live.
It would have carried me go.
You tell so much lie.
Best resort in the island, like a sandals brand. Them love sandals, them got sandals every year. That's a lot of money. Yeah. The fuck? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have it like you guys.
Come on.
I don't.
Be for real.
I don't have it. I'm a $100 for free. I don't have it like.
I feel like vomiting. Oh, so we just booked a sandals, as you do, like say sandals is a walk in the park, and even Jeffrey is like, well, I don't have it like you guys, I don't have it like you guys. He's like, come on. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you this, Drezel, you are right. This guy is narcissistic. He is very arrogant. He's very narcissistic. He's up his own ass. I do not understand what you even saw in this guy in the first place. Me tell you, I love my ghetto man so till. Jesus, Lord, thank you for rescuing me. I was surrounded by these. I did not like a single one of them. No. All of them is the same. None of them, none are different. Jesus have mercy.
We go to London. I don't have sandals.
So now my mother say, yo, bring her to sandals. She's gonna be happy with sandals. So now this is in July. We got sandals and it was a tussle for book sandals. For some reason, everything was booked out. I reach out.
I don't know, Rashad. Let me look it up.
Sandals and thing. She tried to get us somewhere, and to my knowledge right now,
bet you he's on LinkedIn.
It was all the person that was communicating with the executive told them they're lies. And I'm like, I never know she tell you all of that. Mm-hmm. See? So I got the sandals now after we booked. I had my lawyer transferred me some funds.
Lawyer transfers funds.
Apparently the card got locked because we were trying to book so often and it wasn't going through. So I showed my lawyer now. Me and my lawyer good. I say, yo, do the transaction for me. I'm sending it back to you on morning as soon as I'm going to
just as he's a young businessman.
So him do it. And he got you. See? We got the bank the next day now.
I found his ass on LinkedIn. So from what I can see here, Chad Walker, environment concept artist and animator. He went to the Edna Manny College for the Visual and Performing Arts. Really? Um, what does that mean? What the hell is that? Hold on. Hold on, I'm still looking through stuff. Yeah, it just says he's a well, I don't know if that used to be his job. It says environment concept artist and animator. That's what it says here. Hold on. I'm clicking into it. Mia fast. Mia fast. Me didn't hear him say something about food. So I'm into drama and the artist and actor. Prior to this, I only knew of Drezel after she went viral on the $1 million picnic birthday party. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. She go out with herself. When you go on her Instagram, she really, really high flying. You know, even such man as such man wife follow her. So so she like the bling bling. So anybody where I do it like that, do it big in her Instagram and on social media, them tend for follow them. So she all have she a follow. You understand? Yeah, something like that. Something like that, my loves.
Send off him food and thing and, with the pan wear sandals. Sorry for stopping the show. Sorry for stopping the show.
Alright, we know why you're not ad.
Anyway, she said he was just giving really ungrateful. Really, she started saying, oh, this I know what she did for herself and really, I said, babes, just make it work. It doesn't matter, like, I've celebrated, we try to celebrate. As an icebreaker, I try to peacemaker, cool things on, but in the back of my head, I said, this fucking ungrateful. Right? Mm. So now, I went to the GM, Auntie Dan, big up Auntie Dan, so lovely. And I'm sure I was going, and she said, all right, then this is what I'm going to do. Auntie Dan gave us back a good refund, which went to such girl account. Never asked back for that. Such girl account. I said, put it towards your birthday money. Like,
so you were taking her to Sandals. She was not happy because she wanted to go to Colombia. She started to bitch and moan about going to Sandals because she wanted to go to Colombia, and this is not what she saw for her birthday. I wonder if this is true. I bet you this is true. I kind of see that she would do that. Because if you look on her Instagram, she shows herself traveling to different places and stuff like that. She's very big on travel and, bringing the fashion to the travel and stuff like that. So maybe she wanted to put Colombia under her belt for her birthday. You kind of let her down.
No. The GM got us the best room.
Give her something
the
local.
Paying room in the resort.
Parents did not want to fund the lifestyle, so they hold on to the money. I bet you it's that.
Because of what the relationship Auntie Dan and I have. It wasn't until then the girl started to smile. The girl.
All right, now tell me if I'm stupid, guys. Think about this. He's saying that she was not happy with the choice for her birthday, correct? That they went to Sandals. This is not what she wanted. She wanted to go to Colombia. He went to Auntie Dawn. Auntie Dawn is clearly one of the GMs, the general managers of Sandals. She then refunds the money and it went to her account. How is that possible if she never paid with her own card? Wanna think about that, Because it don't work like that, people. There is no way a refund can be made on a random card that hasn't been used to actually pay. Yeah? Okay. All right.
I have to show some form of excitement. I mean, I say, Auntie Dan, thank you so much. I saved our birthday, basically. In the back of my head, I say, yo, this room wasn't even available on the market. It wasn't on their site. It was until after we left, they fixed some bugs, and then we see it, and we say, yo, it's 14 grand a night to stay in this room, yeah. But that's what we got, and it was a good time. She made a little.
Trust me, Sandals is a very expensive place. I have stayed at all the Sandals. I've stayed at Sandals Ocho Rios. I've stayed at Sandals Duns River. I've stayed at Sandals Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean is the best one of them all in our island there. So you see Sandals Royal Caribbean, it not normal. It not normal, people. When I tell you that their buffet is extreme, you get lobster on tap. That is the levels. We had champagne in our room, chocolates in our room, strawberries in our room daily. When we drink off that, it get replaced. You understand? So our expense is something. So I don't see why she would kick up a fuss about that. She should be, happy.
vlog or video and thing and
Correct.
I said, cool.
Garcia. Think we are idiots.
We're going to the phone.
On the trip.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Well, you
Well, I
must
know.
share fuck up the vibe when you
Oh, yeah, you
Well, I
want to
know.
fuck up the vibe.
Well, I know. I sleep. The first night. Me I sleep. And, boy.
But at least you know you're the main guy. If anything,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, no. It's not even said, oh.
You get a birthday, bro. Be great.
Yo. Pre, it's not even like say me I try to fuck up the vibe. But you know when something,
Just to sit right with them.
yo, it's like it a poke your spirit. I say, yo, something alright. So now I'm going to the phone the first night.
Garcia,
I was
that's
in my
exactly
room. I was
it.
sit down
He ruined her plans
on a sidewalk.
for the
and thing, right?
fans.
I wake up for go piss. I always want piss. Go in at the bathroom,
You
come
got
back,
pancreas
say phone,
issue?
go at the phone, and I say, alright then. I say something. I ask her about it. Wake her up. She did junk. Wake her up. Yeah. Same time. What?
On our birthday,
No, the day after.
that's still our birthday.
Yeah.
It's our birthday trip.
Yeah. So now I go so now. I wake her up and I say, yo, explain this to me.
Charlie, you're not right for that.
Hold on, man.
What?
You're
So
not
he
right for
checked
that.
her phone?
You're not right for that, Charlie.
We're trying to
We're trying to have a good time.
Alright, pre this now.
Yeah.
When I know about the timing, maybe the timing was wrong,
Time it off, man.
but that is the timing that I...
Sandals?
Yeah, that is the timing that I got.
Yeah.
No. We weren't in the best room yet.
Sandals are 8-year-old one of them thing, you know?
Yo, yeah, 12.
Yeah, bro.
12. But
You want for that, gang.
the timing...
I can't co-sign that, bro.
Alright, but the timing... People timing different.
Actually.
That was my timing.
That's true.
Zine, that was my timing. People timing different.
That way see how the phone. Come. Without one right now. Come on,
Alright.
man.
Tell about when you wake her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I tell you when you see first,
Wake her up.
and then you wake her up and a reaction. Yeah. Talk to me.
Alright. So basically what I saw in the phone was some conversations from, I don't want to lie,
Here to know.
conversations from last year,
Russ.
July.
No, sir. May I go pause this before I get into what the conversation was. This guy goes into his woman's phone. The wee hours morning after celebrating her birthday, she was drunk and asleep, and he went into her phone. And he sees conversations from last year. Now, come on, people, we're not stupid. Come, you put on no graduate mind to work. For you to find conversation from last year, you know what you have to do? You have to scroll. And scroll, you know. You understand that? To get to the timeline of last year, you know. So this guy is sick. He is the guy a pre the girl. You understand? Him don't trust her. He is that possessive and that jealous. And him clearly uncomfortable with her popularity. Why the hell you coming to talk about last year news this year, brother?
August. She's been communicating with these persons for consecutively.
Up until our birthday?
Consistently. No. She never, up until we got together?
Yeah.
No.
So the conversations you saw or something.
Prior
Prior to them talk.
Prior. So I say, yo, but she had told me about that person,
You there?
but not to this extent.
Okay.
You there?
Right? So some form of half truth, some type of, some go so now, alright, and I say, yo, how this go? Because I cannot keep her, I can't.
Okay, so the case you bring to her was a case from
Last year.
Alright.
And she wasn't fully transparent about it.
But why does
So
she
that
need
bother
to
me now, and I say,
be?
How this go? And I say, okay, like, she was like, oh, why I go through my phone? And I said, okay, then fine, whatever. Anyway, well, we had a good day, and then it was the following day when we're in the sky deck room and thing. After we done have fun and rave, come back up, you know, regular things. I went to the restroom again. It's after the room, decorate and thing. And I see the phone in her hand.
So I take up the phone and I put it on the night table. I go use the bathroom, step in some water from the champagne bucket, wipe off my foot, then I see the phone light up. So I say, 3 o'clock in the morning? What kind of message are coming from phone 3 o'clock in the morning?
Did you sell that?
Yeah, did you sell that, man? So I go stand now, boom.
First one on the phone.
Look over the bed and
Texted that shit.
wait.
Can you imagine living this kind of lifestyle, people? Let me tell you something. My phone is constantly going off. Constantly. I get messages at mad hours. Some of my graduates live in flipping China. Yeah? And their hours are completely different to mine. I got graduates in Australia, graduates in China, graduates all over the States. Yeah? My phone is constantly pinging, 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 pinging. I put my phone on silent. My husband knows I'm a social media personality. So hello? Yes. Messages will be coming through, but I ain't looking. When it's my sleep time, it's my sleep time. That depends silent. And them now catch me again until me back online. If me even answer, because sometimes me don't answer. You understand? What kind of prison life is this?
But the bed was like this and the bathroom was behind us. So we could have look over the little thing and look over upon the night. And I say, nah, man. So I say, cool. Everything is always on Do Not Disturb, by the way. It wasn't on Do Not Disturb.
She's an influencer, of
It
course.
always up on Do Not Disturb and silent. Then, go so now, go in there. I said, alright, it was a message from my sister.
Never feel fool.
Right? What? No, we never feel fool. We know?
You must feel fool.
No. It was a message from my sister
Okay.
on WhatsApp. I went into the WhatsApp have a code.
You
I went
there?
into the WhatsApp now and I said, I've never been in this. Let me see what's going on.
Jesus Christ.
On this side of what is going on.
You're there.
Yo, I can assure you, when me sitting at the phone there,
Nothing could pay for it.
yeah, sit down, brother.
Of
I was sitting in the
course.
toilet.
Yeah.
And
Right
then,
place.
and then I tell you, say, it's like an instant laxative.
So when you sit, now what forget chat,
It was
you have to tell the way you sit.
confirmation.
You're not going to suck like that mean, but we have to, because we can't understand anything.
Okay,
Left
it was
imagination.
Okay, it was conversations solidifying what everybody has been saying.
What?
That this girl is selling.
Okay.
And I saw that and then I saw that for myself now.
All right, let's clarify. When we say selling, are we talking?
You're not
we're
gonna
not-
send pictures
we're
and say, oh, send me $500.
Ooh.
And that is not selling.
So
You're not gonna send
alright.
news and say, yo,
for the news.
send me $500. And then that is not selling.
So what I'm saying is this: are these people partners of hers? Because I've had
No, these people are when me would have classified me as some girl, I call them fucker girl. These people would have been like, let us call, with the OnlyFans girl call men cash cows.
Oh my God. So he goes into her phone and he sees her basically selling nudes. Send me $500 and then get a picture of her nude. Oh dear. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't, if this is true, that doesn't sound good. But is it surprising? Not really. A lot of these Insta girls do that. I've heard these stories before that they do actually charge men for nudes, even a flash of the underwear. They do these things and they make extra money on the side, which is why their Instagram has to be turned up to a certain level and all the images need to be seductive, because that's something that they do almost like a little side hustle. It doesn't necessarily mean that they link up with these men or whatever, or that, it goes any further than that. But it is not surprising if this is true. It's not surprising.
Cash cows. So it is a supply and demand.
Okay.
So you supply me with this, I give you this.
Not
So-
very long,
Was
Jamie.
she selling news
Months.
or was she
Yeah.
news? I mean news.
Wait, no. But these are people who have had her before.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you know that. I confirm that when I saw the nudes and I saw the person's name. Okay. Right? Me I say. So is a person or persons? Persons. Okay. So now then me I say, Jesus. I want a timeline because the first one I got them was
See what may I tell you, say Drezel chat too much? We are tell the man name of the man them for. So because you go tell the man, say, oh yeah, me and him did do something. And you go give name. That means I know when you go in your phone and he say, yeah, send you to this person and money are exchange because you ask money and the money are exchange for the nudes or whatever. And he look on the name and it match to the story where you tell him. No, you're gonna out yourself to the man now. So yeah, sell front. That is how it look. And this brother is possessive and crazy. You understand? Oh, you can be scrolling through the girl's phone on our birthday weekend or whatever away in sandals. You can't even take your mind off of what else you're doing with her parts in order to enjoy yourself on a weekend away. You're gonna dig up things, gone into our WhatsApp, gonna dig up things. Now, he didn't give a timeline about when these messages were, but clearly they couldn't have been that far away because they were men that she was with before him. Anything him getting for tech, yes? Anyway, guys, I'm not going to go through feed something for much longer. I might do a part 2 on this because the story is sweet me. There will be apparently some videos dropping tonight. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully I get to see it. It's probably going to be on one of those channels. We call that channel that dropped the news, Carib Loop or what it is, something there. Some videos gonna drop. So let's take a little break from Giselle and Chad's drama. I think we've heard enough to figure out that Chad is a narcissist, but I suspect that there's some stuff about Giselle that might just come out based on the fact that he's threatening to drop this video. So let's see what comes out of it next, and we will talk about this another time. Thank you so much for sitting and gossiping with me. I had a good time. And it's a good laugh. A little bit of uptown mix up in our soul. Anyway, blessed night, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Take care. Bye.
Miss Bruton, you claim to be